Welcome back to my channel. This episode I'm going to go over some upgrades that I wish to do to my Triumph T100. As you can see here, I've got the red and cream with the gold coaching petrol tank. I picked this up in a motorcycle dealership, not a Triumph one, just a standard motorcycle dealership. They had a load of either slightly damaged parts or end of line production stock, and they had this and it's got a couple of little marks on the tank, and this and a king and queen seat that was missing a button, a little popper thing. £200 in total, which was an absolute bargain because these are hundreds and hundreds of pounds if you try to get some on eBay, even if they're damaged. So I've got an idea of changing that because I very nearly got a red one when I bought this, but they're on a much longer lead time, so I couldn't get hold of one. I also quite like the idea of moving the knee pad because that will make it more in keeping of what a T140 was in the 70s, and that's the style that I'm going after. And I've already done something, even though the T140 don't believe come with these kind of upswept exhaust. That was more the keeping of the time of like the Dunstall or the reverse cone that you get on a Commando, say. So plans to change that over, remove the knee pad, maybe change the badge, obviously touch up the little paint. One thing, and it'd be interesting if anyone's got any experience of this, is the fuel pump. This didn't come with a fuel pump, so I've got to, I believe, yes, add it all on here. You've got to buy a membrane and another part. Either I take it from this one and convert it, or, which I'm more likely to do so I can switch back if I wish to, is buy a whole new unit and then change them over. The other things to make it more like a 70s Triumph is I quite like chrome rear mudguard. You can't get them for this, frustratingly, or the length that this is. They're all much shorter because most people, if they go like a bobber style, or they go rear end fender eliminator, but that's not the style that I'm after. I'm much more keep the traditional style of the time, so might have to buy an aftermarket one or one from a T140 or British Bike Specialist, drill the holes to try and make it fit underneath the petrol tank rear seat, and then do the same at the front. I've got a Motone one at the front, a blade, but it's seen better days, and it's because it's not very big, you end up getting dirt all over the engine and in the radiator. So again, I'll probably have to buy a universal one, drill the holes, but I think that on the front especially, that would be quite easy. And the other bit that will give it that more 70s look will be Lucas indicators. Again, I'll probably just buy actual ones, change the wiring round so it, which I think is quite an easy job, he says, not an electrician of any kind, and fit them front and back, and maybe again Lucas style rear brake light. So I think that would just tip it over the edge and give it that lovely 70s vibe. And there may be different handlebars. I've seen ones from back French company that are much more wider, again more in keeping of the ones that might have been on some of the 70s bikes. Not ape hangers, not out and out cow horns or whatever they're called, just slightly wider. But then I'd have to factor in the bike's already quite wide with these bar end mirrors, so I may have to go back to standard mirrors. So that's the plan. The other thing I actually like to do, just looking down, is you used to be able to get Bates foot pegs that much more, rather than there being metal underneath, they were like the rubber like you get on a Norton Commando or the Triumph at the time. They look brilliant, but you can't get them anymore. You used to be able to get them from the States, but completely out of stock all over the world. So I'd like to do that if I see some second hand, or if I'm really thinking cleverly, some kind of engineer it in a different way, so you change that foot peg to be more of like a stalk and then put on a foot peg from the time. So they're the plans. If you've done anything to your Triumph that's made it a bit more 70s style or 60s style, let me know, because I'll be very interested. Or you've done anything like change the petrol tank over, I'd be interested to know your experiences. Yeah, and they're the plans. So stay tuned to the channel. I will try to record it if I don't make a complete faff of it. And yeah, if it's of interest to people, give the channel a like and subscribe. And let me know your thoughts. See you on the next one.